What's up, YouTube? This is Black Society TV. Man, I just want to talk about the commentators in the Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda fight. You had Antonio Tarver and Jim Lampley. And I want to talk about the coonism that came from Antonio Tarver that night. You know, you could clearly see the work that Shakur Stevenson was doing. You could clearly see. And you could hear Antonio Tarver. But first of all, at first he was kind of giving Shakur Stevenson his respect. But see, what happens with black people is when they have jobs, it don't even just have to be a commentator job, it could be any job. And if a white or Hispanic that they feel like have more of a rapport with the upper management or upper echelon of the company or whatever, if they say something, if they're trying to make a statement and they know they're right about it, and if that other person says something, they'll change their tune because they feel like this person have more of a rapport with the upper, the upper management, or whoever's in leadership, or whoever's owning it or running it. They have a good rapport with them, more of a good rapport with them, or they feel like, well, they white too, so they'll believe them before me. Well, let me change my tune so I can just go along with what they saying. This is what Antonio Tarver did on Saturday night with the Shakur versus Zepeda fight. He clearly seen what Shakur was doing, but when Jim Lampley made a statement, Jim Lampley said something like, because Antonio Tarver was referring to the work that Shakur was doing, and Jim Lampley gonna say, oh well, it takes two to tango. Remember that, it takes two to tango, and you're saying Shakur, but Zepeda. Zepeda is doing the work, and Zepeda's output. He started going down the line about Zepeda because he got mad because Antonio Tarver said something nice about Shakur Stevenson. Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. See, these guys are racist. Mike Carpenter and Jim Lampley, when it comes to boxing, these guys are very biased when it comes to black fighters. And it comes to Hispanic and white fighters. They're very biased against the black fighters. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. They're part of the old racist media, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. And so Antonio Tarver changes his tune. And he started talking about, oh, Shakur, he got to win this fight. Morgan, I just think his name, Antonio Morgan, whatever his name is, the Hispanic guy that be commentating, they used to fight. He made a statement. Antonio Tarver, Shakur got to win. He got to win. Oh, look at Shakur. Zepeda's backing him up. Oh, well, I gave that round to Zepeda. This is Antonio Tarver. I'm like, look at this coonism going raw. Look at this coonism spewing out of his mouth like a damn stream. Yeah, he went straight into coon mode. I said, man, come on, man. Why you didn't stick to what you were saying? Why you didn't stick to what you were saying about Shakur Stevenson? Stick to your guns. Don't switch it up just because a white man said this or said that. Stick to your guns. Oh, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. He had to switch it up and change his tune and everything. I said, oh man, here we go. Here we go. But man, look, if y'all like what I said, and y'all comment, y'all share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think.